Hi everybody, how are you? Today we'll talk about job interviews. What is the hardest or weirdest question you've been asked during a job interview? And how did you answer it? Okay? You were asked if you were on an island, stranded, and you can only bring 3 things. What would you bring? How did you answer that? A fishing rod, a camping tent, and a knife. Great answer. What else? If you could be a superhero, what superpower would you choose? What was your answer? Mind control like Professor X. Great choice. What else? Can you tell me 10 things you can do with a pencil other than writing? How did you answer that? That's a hard question, I think. You can use it to eat as chopsticks or play the drums or play darts. That's very smart of you. What are the most common interview questions? Tell me about yourself. Yes, that's classic. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh boy. You have to pretend as if you have a plan for the next 5 years. What is the best advice you can give someone who has a job interview? To be confident, yes. To read that job description carefully. These are great advice. We'll see that later on this list. So what is a job interview basically? It's a conversation between someone who wants a job and someone who has a job to offer, between a job applicant and an employer, or his representative as human resources, consisting of questions and answers to assess whether the applicant should be hired or not. The interview is usually preceded by the evaluation of submitted resumes from candidates. After this screening, a small number of candidates for interviews is selected. Interesting facts about job interviews. Average time spent by recruitment officers for analyzing a resume is 5 to 7 seconds. So it's just a glance or 2 glances at maximum. That's all you get. Second, 93 of all the recruiters say that they are likely to look at a candidate's social media behavior like Facebook, Twitter, etc. Instagram. So beware. 3. Here are some of the reasons why people get rejected from job interviews. 88% of CVs were rejected for putting a photo on the resume. You shouldn't do that, simply because of discrimination. If you are putting your photo, you're specifying your looks, your gender, your age, so it's not good for you. Most companies will throw the CV away. 76 for unprofessional email addresses. Keep a professional email address with your name very clear, very simple. As simple as possible. 67 for not making eye contact during the interview. 55 for the way they walked through the door. Can you imagine? 47 for not having information about the company. 38 for the voice quality, confidence, and the lack of smile. 33 for the bad posture during the interview. Don't slump over. 26 because of the bad handshake they have. 21 for crossing their arms during the interview. It's a defensive posture. Don't do it. Now we'll see a clip of a funny TV show, reality TV. It's called Impractical Jokers. It's about four guys who dare each other into embarrassing situations. So they're trying to give a very bad job interview, and they are trying their worst. Now let's watch. Now we'll see a video about interview most common questions. It details 8 most common questions you will be likely to get on any interview. Let's see. We've just listened to some new words. Enthusiasm. What does it mean? A strong approval of something. Passion. A strong emotion or desire. Trait. A quality or a characteristic. Execution. How something is carried out or performed. Perfectionist. Someone who wants perfection in everything. Clientele. Clients as a whole, collectively, as a group. Now we'll divide into 2 groups. The first group will answer the questions, most common interview questions with the worst answers possible. Try your worst. In answering what's your strengths, someone said, I don't have any moral values. Wow, great. What are your weaknesses? I prefer to work alone. That will get you kicked out of any interview. Guaranteed. In answering where do you see yourself in 5 years? Someone says, I want to make enough money so I don't have to work for anyone anymore. Great answers. Thank you very much. See you next week.